sit down and think about it, his first memory is him in a basket, just meowing into the wind, just calling. And after that, he's like, I needed food. So he thought, if I remember this correctly, he thought that baseballs were little balls of rice, like a little, I don't know, I'm not from Japan, so I don't know what it's called, but it's rice balls. Yeah, that's what it is. And so he just gets into a fight with all these humans over some baseballs, and they string him up to a tree. So, I mean, already he's been hung from a tree. That's pretty black. That's kind of gangster. And he just, you guys ever seen like someone fighting Spider-Man and he wraps them all up and they're like, oh, they're too strong for this. And, you know how much strength it's required to just break rope, like braided rope together? Meowth does it. No fury swipes, no trainer telling him what to do. He just yeets that shit like, I'm the brawl. I'm the best here. Nobody knows me. And then he hears in the distance, Hollywood, you gotta be famous. You're the best cat ever. So he goes, he travels to Hollywood. And the first thing he does is just one, end up on the street. Two, have no food, be starving. Three, join a gang. This is gangster. This is definitely gangster. He runs the streets with these, well, I think he was a Persian, and then just a bunch of meows. Sounds about right. And just stealing from people, eating their food, you know, normal thug shit. And till he falls in love, and this is how you know he's really gangster. He meets a chick, and then he's like, you know what? Maybe these streets ain't for me. She's about money, and I can get money on these streets, but no, it's all about her. So he starts cleaning up his act. She's like, no, I'm only into rich-ass humans. So he's like, you know what? I'm going to teach myself how to walk. He learns ballet to learn how to walk. That's the story of a man bettering himself, for sure. And after that, he proceeds to, you guys know that it's not a nursery rhyme, this she sells by the seashore? Yeah. I can't do it. I can't do it at all. But it's closer than me, trust me. I can't do it. He can, until he learned how to talk. A thing that could only speak its name learned how to talk with a nursery rhyme that starts with S. Almost every word. I'm impressed. You guys should be too. He then just turns around and is like, oh, hey, how's it been, girl? I learned how to talk. I learned how to walk. I got beaten up every day. I run these streets. I got a gang behind me. Why don't we hook up? You know, how do we do this? And she was like, oh, no offense, but you a freak. And he's like, yeah, in the sheets. And she's like, I don't know what a sheet is. I have no idea. I'm meow. I don't get that. And she shuts him down. And he just proceeds to pour into himself, you know? You just got shut down by the chick you really, really wanted. She just only cared about money. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna join a different gang. I'm gonna leave Hollywood. I'm gonna join a different gang. We gotta run these streets again. I'm gonna meet the boss of that gang and just be like, I'm gonna be the right-hand Pokemon. I see you have a Persian. Fuck that guy. Okay, I'll fist fight him right now. Throw down. Go ahead, tell him Fury Swipes. I'll payday that shit. He wasn't having it. They never actually get to fight, to my knowledge, but then again, I can't remember much anyways. So, hey, I then think about what he did after that. He's then traveling with Team Rocket, you know, trying to yeet Pikachu away from their owners, just like slapping the bitches left and right. I mean, slapping himself off into the distance with a couple that's not together for sure, because they're both gay. It's okay. And he goes back to Hollywood. You know, he goes back to his old city, and he's like, I remember these streets. Yeah, I remember.